It seems that now His Excellency Turkey Ali Sheikh, he wants to see the rematch between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, and he's now offering Mike Tyson $700 million to knock out Jake Paul.
It's an incredible fight and bring it to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
It is not something to surprise or not. We have a lot to fight.
Jake Paul just pulled the plug on his unofficial rematch with Mike Tyson. And honestly, are we really shocked? Tyson was offered a ridiculous $700 million for this fight, but surprise, he backed out. I guess running from real competition is his thing. This all went down right after the first scripted fight, where fans were hyped to see Tyson come back and knock Jake out, especially with that massive payday on the table. The first fight barely made $20 million, so going from that to a $700 million offer? Yeah, that's a pretty wild leap. But hey, who needs competition when you can just dodge it for the right price?
He's now offering Mike Tyson $700 million to knock out Jake Paul. And it's all coming from...
However, many believe it's just another flashy cash grab, with the fight lacking authenticity. Because once you lose trust, there is no way back. Here is how experts used to introduce Mike Tyson way back. Kid, when
he was the champ, it was like, people don't understand what a champ he was. Like, he wasn't just the heavyweight champion of the world, he was an executioner.
And they are still ready to give him a second chance. But the YouTube star turned boxer decided to call it quits on what could have been the most talked about rematch of the year. And no, this isn't just about strategy or scheduling conflicts. The drama runs deeper, messier, and honestly, way more entertaining than that.
Wasn't the Tyson-Jake fight, wasn't that amazing?
Yeah. It's amazing they got paid so much money for that.
25 million and 40 million?
I think 20 and 40. Yeah,
20 and
I think
40.
that's what I'd heard.
So this rematch offer? It came from a Saudi billionaire, someone who apparently admired Tyson from the very beginning and decided to toss $700 million on the table. The catch was only that Tyson had to win. But if you think this rematch was all about honoring Tyson's legacy or giving him a shot at redemption, you're seriously mistaken. Tyson's lost all the respect he once had, and honestly, this whole circus just proves it. It's not about boxing anymore. It's just about who's willing to pay to see a former legend play along. The tycoon had the audacity to mock Tyson's past, dragging up one of his infamous scripted losses and implying that if you could lose for money, surely you can win for it too. Jab the like button and uppercut the subscribe button to stay in the fight.
It seems that now His Excellency Turkey Ali Sheikh, he wants to see the rematch between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, and he's now offering Mike Tyson $700 million to knock out Jake Paul.
So what does Jake Paul do in response to this chaos? He taps out faster than a rookie in an MMA octagon. I am going to break it all down.
Is he a legitimate boxer?
A legitimate boxer, yes. People mocked me when I was saying that before, but now I think people are coming around.
First, the wild card in this story is a Saudi billionaire who decided that boxing wasn't chaotic enough and needed his personal touch. He threw $700 million onto the table, not as a prize, but as a challenge. His demand? Mike Tyson must win. And not just any past, the past. You know, the one where Tyson's alleged scripted loss turned heads and fueled debates about boxing's authenticity. This billionaire, though? He wasn't just sipping tea on the sidelines. He practically dumped the whole kettle on Tyson. Of course, I let him win. He gave me $10 million. Well, else I would have knocked him the out. Let's talk about Jake Paul, the man who built a boxing career on careful calculations, curated opponents, and a flair for drama. Jake's fights are less about boxing skill and more about storytelling. He's not stepping into the ring for blood, sweat, and legacy. He's there to win, grow his brand, and stay in the spotlight. Holy... So when Tyson suddenly became a potential real threat, Jake's game plan unraveled. A 57-year-old Tyson, fueled by $700 million and a bruised ego, was no longer the friendly sparring partner Jake faced in their previous bout. Jake knew what everyone else did. Tyson could still land punches that could flatten a brick wall. This wasn't a YouTuber or an MMA fighter trying out boxing gloves for the first time. This was Iron Mike Tyson, the guy who used to end fights in seconds. Jake isn't dumb. He saw the writing on the wall. A rematch wasn't just risky, it was career suicide.
Such an incredible fight, and bring it to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
It is not something is surprise or not. We have a lot to fight before, and in the kingdom we are focusing in a lot of things.
Now, let's not paint Tyson as a helpless victim in this saga. Sure, the billionaire's taunts were ruthless, but Tyson's no stranger to controversy. He's been called everything from a boxing genius to a spectacle showman. This billionaire, however, took things to a whole new level.
A lot of things about this.
You're just a big fight fan.
Yeah,
You love boxing.
yeah.
Yes. Why? Where did that come from?
From the youngest generation.
By mocking Tyson's alleged scripted loss, the billionaire hit a nerve. For Tyson, this rematch wasn't just about money or fame, it became personal. A chance to prove once and for all that even at 57, he's no one's puppet.
He's now offering Mike Tyson $700 million to knock out Jake Paul.
But Tyson also knew the game. A win against Jake Paul wouldn't silence critics entirely. The whispers of, oh, he just beat a YouTuber, would still follow him. And if he lost, it would be an unthinkable dent in his legacy. Still, $700 million has a way of silencing doubts. Tyson was ready to fight. The question was Jake?
Yeah, I maintain that in the time where he was champion, like the 2 or 3 years where he was at his best, he's the greatest fighter of all time.
Of all time.